It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Coming out aggressively. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right on target this time.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Could be an alley. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him,
The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Throwing, Mack. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
If you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean.
Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He uncorks one deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside. It's Marshall. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the full.
Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing, Underwood. Using the quick game. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more defense. field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Run inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Alabama! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Underwood. Under fire. And down he goes.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He might want another play. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Again, it's Underwood. Got his man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keelan Russell finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On the option. He'll toss it. There's some room. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go play action with Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Third and 3. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Russell dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 31, set to kick this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Here's Underwood. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force.
But look at this, they're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Underwood. He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throwing Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And they did tack on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love the shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to hang their hat on, something they do really, really well, because going into the half, there's not been a lot to talk about in a positive way.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
Number 99, set to kick off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they're able to make the tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. The give to the back. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Russell. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Throwing Russell. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this...
Sent it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Underwood.
I'll tell you what, a few more.
He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end getting vertical. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The run inside. It's Marshall. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 83 with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Russell on play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get two hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Russell. Pocket breaking down. On the move to the left. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They go play action with Russell. Still looking, on the move. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Underwood. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. The 20. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
42, Michigan.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hauls it in.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback making checks. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. Took it all the way back to the house.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.